I truly think this Georgia pass rush and this defense has gained momentum since that Ole Miss game and has gotten better and better at pressuring the quarterback. Look, the thing that helped Georgia really down the stretch, the run game has gotten so much better with Nate Frazier in them. That's led to a lot more better playing from Gunnar Stockton, being able to do off play action and make the big throws. And fact of the matter is this, Austin, I just trust Kirby Smart in games like this. I trust Kirby Smart in games like this. So I'm going to lean with Georgia here. But man, oh man, I think this is very intriguing, and I will not be shocked one bit if Ole Miss goes in there and shocks the Georgia Bulldogs in this game. But I think Georgia, with the memory of last year in the Sugar Bowl, remember, this is where their season ended last year against Notre Dame. I think that is in the back of their minds and in the back of Kirby's mind, and they get fired up, they handle business here and get to the semifinals.
Yeah, obviously, like the premier bulletin board material guy is Kirby Smart. This guy makes up actual lies and gets his team fired up, talking about finishing last in the SEC and all that mumbo jumbo he was talking a few years ago after they went back to back in the national championship. Literally can't find one person that picked them to lose
Right.
6 games uh, that season. But I mean, it gets the guys going. He's going to have this team fired up. This is a great defense. And yeah, they stopped the run last time. Kawan Lacey's got his feet under him. I think he's going to have a little bit more momentum. I think he'll play a little bit of a better game. But where this game comes down to me, is Trinidad Chambliss. Can he come out and make the plays? The defense is going to put pressure on him. They're going to try and stop that run game. I don't think Kawan Lacey is going to come out here and run for 130, 140 yards. I just don't think that's going to happen. What can Trinidad Chambliss do? I think, to me, this is the biggest game where kind of sitting on your hands and doing nothing with that bye week can come back and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know a lot of these teams have got to be feeling good, but look, Miami kind of had the sloppy game, and I know the weather conditions, but you don't exactly come out of that game to me and be like, oh man, we're a force to be reckoned with. You're like, hey, we're on to the next round. We got to be better, though. Alabama, it was a great game. That's a game that could get them some momentum. Oregon played well, but the second half, sloppy against James Madison. So I think this game, though, firing on all cylinders, playing out of your mind. Georgia's done nothing for a week. You had to hear about what's this team going to be like without Lane Kiffin? How does Trinidad Chambliss play? What does this team look like? Should they even be in the college football playoff without Lane Kiffin? They came out, they shut everybody up. They had a huge offensive performance. Trinidad Chambliss looks phenomenal. I think this gets these guys fired up, playing in the Sugar Bowl. This is going to be a tough game for Georgia with how close these teams are. Could just be that. But like you said, the bulletin board material, what Kirby Smart does, he's a great motivator. It's so close. It's a coin toss, but I'm going to ride with my favorite story of the year, Trinidad Chambliss. I'm going to ride with my favorite running back in the SEC, and Kawan Lacey. I'm going to pick Ole Miss to win this game by 3, 4,
I was
5.
about to
Like, it's
say,
going to be
if they
so
do win, it's
close.
going to be such a close game, and I see no problem with you picking Ole Miss there because, I mean, realistically, if Trinidad Chambliss comes out and plays as good as me and you both believe he can against this Georgia defense and handles that pressure, they can win this game. They can win it.
Yeah, it's the momentum. It's perfect.